reason why you don't want it on by default. So, anyway, next up is Robert. He's going to talk about his new super secret product.
Right. So, yeah. Hello, I'm Robert again, and this time, this is indeed an Atlas talk. There must be one. All right, so as you may know, the RIPE Atlas anchors are rack-mounted PCs that act as RIPE Atlas probes, meaning the whole ecosystem can use them to source traffic and measure the world from that particular location, but they also act as willing targets. So if anyone is looking for something in Finland close to Helsinki, preferably in a pub, they can look at anchors and they can pick one and they can measure towards it, not only from Atlas, but from any other host, any other measurement network. But basically, if you're hosting an anchor, you're subscribing to two things, those two things, and they are packaged up into an anchor. So 6 anchors are running around Helsinki and Tampere, which I'm very grateful for. But if you look at this graph, this is how the Atlas anchors evolved over time from something like 5, maybe 6 years ago. And do notice this bit. And that bit is what we call virtual anchors. So you no longer have to rack an actual PC into your infrastructure, but you can also start with a VM, which we advertised last November. So this means that if you want to join the club, then you can just follow the procedure, and basically you provide a VM with some small resources, so a couple of gig of memory and disk, and then we set it up just like we would set it up if it was a hardware anchor, and it joins the network the same way. If I go back here, there are some rules of the game. One of them is that we don't want to have too many anchors in the same planes in the same network, because that doesn't really make sense. So it's a bit of a first come, first served game. We try to follow the rules that if someone proposes to install an anchor in a new place or in a new network, then we usually are fine with that, unless that area is super populated. So for example, if someone wants to install an anchor somewhere in Frankfurt around DKIX, that's not that helpful to the community itself. So if you can provide a different location or a very different network than what we have here already, then by all means jump on. There's no guarantee that we will actually install it, but we'll try to let you know as soon as we can. And that was that. If you're interested, that link contains everything, how you can start up. Anyone from Oulu? That would be a yes. Just saying.